Hello everyone, myself Sampriti Manjunath here. In today's lesson, we'll be learning about switch statement, nested switch statement, and the ternary operator. So this is the syntax of switch statement. The if-else-if ladder allows us to execute a block code among many alternatives. We'll be checking more than two conditions. But if you are checking on the value of a single variable in if-else-if, it's better that we use a switch statement. And also the syntax of switch statement is cleaner and easier to understand. So in the syntax, when a case constant expression is found that matches with the switch expression, then the control of the program passes to the block of code associated with this case of whose constant expression is matching with the switch expression. If this doesn't match, then move on to the next case and check whether the constant expression and expression matches. If it matches, then program control moves to that code, else move on to next case. So it keeps continuing like that. So in this case, we'll be using an optional default case. So a switch statement can have an optional default case which must appear at the end of the switch. The default case can be used for performing a task when none of the cases is true. So no break is needed in the default case. If none of the cases satisfy and no constant expression is equal to the switch expression, then we move on to the default case and execute the statements in the default condition. The break statement is used to prevent the code running into the next case. So we use the break expression here. This is the flowchart of the switch case statement. The expression matches with each code we will be checking. If it matches, execute that part of the code. Else move on to the next case and check. If it matches, execute that code block. Else move on to the next. So the process continues. If nothing matches, move on to the default path and execute that code block and exit. So we'll understand through an example. See, here we have initialized grade is equal to B. Now we are checking in the switch case for the grade. So if grade is A, print excellent. If grade is B or grade is C, print well done. So on it continues, and the default condition is printf invalid grade. So if it doesn't match with any of these, print it as invalid grade. So our grade is B. It doesn't match with A. So next come to B. Here we have given it as blank statement, but in switch statement what happens is, if case B and C, we can give it together a one printf statement for 2 or 3 cases. So if I wanted just U passed for B, C, D, then B, C would be blank, and for case D we would have written printf U passed. So we can do like that. So for case B and case C, we have the print statement well done. So it matches for the second case. Grade B and case B here matches. So we will be getting the output as well done. After the switch condition is executed, come out of the loop. Then you see that one more printf statement is there. Your grade is %C grade. So what is a grade B? So we will be getting two lines in the output. One is well done and next is your grade is B. So nested switch statement. In nested switch, we can use one switch case statement inside the other switch case statement. The inner and the outer switch case constant may be same. So this is the syntax, basic syntax of the nested switch case statement. So see here, the outer switch case constant and the inner switch case constant, chances are that we can have the same. So now we'll see an example here. Int A is equal to 100, int B is equal to 200. So we are checking for switch A first. So switch A should be case 100. So see, A is equal to 100. This matches with case 100. So we'll be printing this is part of outer switch. So we'll have one more inner switch statement. Here what we are checking for switch B. We have already declared B is equal to 200. So we are checking whether In this case B is 200 or not. If it is 200, print this is part of inner switch. Suppose we had given case 300 or something, the condition would have not been satisfied. So switch A 100, it satisfy, print this. Switch B case 200, it matches, so print this statement. So first two lines will be this is part of outer switch and this is part of inner switch. After executing and coming out of the loop, we have two print statements. Exact value of A is print the value of A, that is 100. Exact value of B is print the value of B, that is 200. So four lines in the output. One is this is part of outer switch, this is part of inner switch. Exact value of A is 100. Exact value of B is 200. So see, this is the output. So now conditional operator. This is also called as ternary operator because it's using three arguments. So it's also called as ternary operator, and this is also one of the name, represented with question mark and this colon. Conditional operator is used to replace if-else statements. This is the syntax of conditional operator. How this actually goes is that expression 1, it is actually the condition. So we are checking and evaluating the condition. If the condition is true, then expression 2 is executed. But if this condition, that is expression 1, is evaluated as false, then expression 3 is executed. So we are just checking the condition. Expression 1 is true, evaluate expression 2. If expression 1 is false, evaluate expression 3. Expression 1 is said to be true if its result is non-zero, as we have said before. True means non-zero values, false means the value is 0. If expression 1 is said to be false if its result is 0, so if it is false, evaluate expression 3. For example, see, we are checking for odd and even number here. The condition is num mod 2 equals 0. If it is remainder is 0, then it is an even, else it is odd. So num mod 2 equals 0, it is the condition. So if this condition is satisfied and it is true, then the value we will be getting is 1, this one. But if this condition is satisfied to be false, then the value will be getting is 0, because we saw here if it is false, the result is 0. So that is what happens. So value will be getting will be 0, right? So if t is equal to 0, printf even. So if this is true, the value will be 1. If this is false, value will be 0. So if t is 0, we have to print it as even, else print it as odd. So see an example program here, we have put it here. This is a condition num mod 2 equals 0, then question mark. Check if this is true. If this is true, print it as even, else print the statement that it is odd. So thank you everyone.